Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a few more trials with Zenaida. I did Demon Wall earlier. It took 2 turns. 2 turns feels like way too long for a trial for me, so we're going to be doing a bunch of trials on turn 1. So, we're going to start with Scorn of the March of the Insects, and we'll be going to a few other trials as well. So we're going to be using Luna Freya for Imbue and LB damage buff, stat buff, etc. We're going to be using Benevolent Beauty Rim for chaining, along with Selfie for chaining, Machina for filling the LB gauge and breaking, and then Zenaida for just dealing lots of damage. So for this build, we're going for Insect Killer, so we've got Bug Killer. Where's Bug? 300 Bug Killer and only 215 LB damage. Insect is not her best race, but we're going to do okay with that. And we're going to be doing Taigia with same thing, pretty much bug killing LB damage. We've got 255 LB and a little bit less bug killer, but it should be fine. Let's go in here and see how our Zenaida does. Yeah, 2 turns just felt like too long for a Zenaida clear. She's better than that. We can do turn 1. Alright, so to start off, we're going to have Machina fill the LB gauge for everyone. We'll get him back up so he's ready for the next fight. And then Rem can just kill these off for us. We don't need to do anything special here. Oh wow, laggy. Too many targets. Okay, well, now the Beetles are dead. That took longer than it should have. Alright, Machina will go ahead and try to break these 2. And I'm going to try to change targets, but if I don't quite break the other one in time, I did. Perfect. So we're good. Let's imbue water and do a stat buff. Let's have Rem just triple dagger boomerang, while Selfie will triple water. And Zenaidas are going to finish off that chain for us. We start building the chain a little bit, send the Zenaidas, and then when Zenaida's cap happens at the end, large damage. Okay, now we've got the boss again. You can't break his defense or spirit, so no point, so we'll just go ahead and fill the LB gauge. Rebuff with Luna Freya. And let's go. Goodbye, Nozuchi. Excellent. Alright. 312. I think the boss has 300 million, so that was actually a pretty close clear. Guy's really tanky, and we were using the wrong element. We should have been using like Holy or something, but we're good. Let's now jump into another trial. See you guys in a sec. Alright guys, next up we're going back to Scorn of the Demon Wall. 2 turns was again too slow, so we're going for that first turn clear. We're going to be doing this time with a Stone Killer Zenaida. We've got Stone Killing and LB damage. Because turn 1 is really hard to do, we went all out. We've got 300 Stone Killer and 280 LB damage. And we're taking Steven, who is built pretty much the same way. He has 300 stone and 280 LB damage. Same as me, pretty much. I think he has the exact same gear. Literally the exact same gear. Looks good. Let's do this. So yeah, this is going to be a little tricky to do because the boss has that Mighty Guard to start the fight, and it's a pretty big defense buff. But we're okay, we don't mind. We're going to use Machina to fill the LB. Luna Freya is going to imbue water and benevolence. We're going to LB with both of these. And we're going to chain Bolting Strike this time with our DPS. We're going to Flying Seraphim And Ace will just triple burst plus plus. So with the damage from our Type 0 units and our Zenaidas, we should be able to hopefully take care of this. Got it! Turn 1. It doesn't get any better than that. So he has 550 million. We did 637 million. We actually overkilled him by about 20%. So yeah. There it is. That feels good. Yeah, so we're never getting better than that. I mean, turn 1 Demon Wall. That's as good as it gets. Okay, but we still got a lot more trials to do, so let's go to some others. See you in a moment. Alright guys, next we're going to go to Scorn of Tiamat and going for that sweet turn 1 clear. We've made some small adjustments, but we're going to be doing Dragon Killer this time with Zenaida. She's got her Dragon Killer LB set on, so we've got 300 LB, 300 Dragon. Zenaida really does not like dragons, which is great. And we're taking Roberta. She's got 295 LB and 250 Dragon, which is good enough. Really good, actually. So let's get in here and get rid of Tiamat. So Tiamat is slightly trickier because she ambushes with the Mirage and that buff you can't remove, but that's okay. Machina can handle that for us. So Machina will Dispel, Break, and fill our LB. We're going to have Luna Freya do some Water Imbue and Benevolence. Zenaida is going to LB after Machina finishes. That dispelled the Mirage for us. We're going to triple some water with Selfie, and we're going to just triple some water with Rem using Dagger Boomerang. Alright. Turn 1 Tiamat's the best way to do the fight. Don't got to deal with Thresholds and Venom Fang and all that foolishness. Just, you know, turn 1 that big dragon. No big deal. Alrighty then. Let's move along to the next one. I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, next up we're going to go to the Explosion of Needles Cactuar trial. So we have adjusted our Zenaida a little bit. We've got some Bug Killer and Plant Killer, mostly Plant Killer because the cactus. So we're looking like, let's see, yeah, Plant Killer 250 and Bug Killer, if I could find it, so many killers, 50%, and then 230 LB damage. And we're taking Salad Rods, Zenaida, which is built very similar. 250 Plant, 50 Bug, and 235 LB damage. Basically the exact same. I actually didn't show the gear. People always ask me to show the gear, so there it is, looking good. Let's get in here and do this. So this one's a little bit tricky in that you've got to have re-raise for this to actually survive it. So we're going to take care of that with Rem. Alright, here we go. So the boss is going to ambush with some bugs. So we're going to start off with Machina. We're going to break Defense and Spirit, and then we're going to True Eidolon. Let's do it on the Cactuar himself. He gets our LB ready. Let's do this. Luna Freya will imbue water and give us a nice buff. Rem is going to triple. We're going to just Dagger, Dagger, and then we're going to live on for the AoE re-raise, while Selfie will just double. Let's see if I can find it. Slot water. Alright. This should hopefully delete a Cactuar for us. Goodbye. And here comes the Million Needles. And we re-raise. No problem. Turn 1 victory. Okay. And that was, of course, the Scorn version, or the legendary version, or whatever the highest version is. I don't know. One of them. Alright. let's jump into another fight and have some more fun. See you guys in a minute. Alright guys, as we continue our little journey, we're going to be stopping at the Charge of the Chocobo Battalion Elite version, which is a bird trial. So we're going to be doing Zenaida with Equip Katana for the Muramasa and some bird killer. We're looking at 275 bird, 235 LB damage. This time we're taking Elmsmore. He's got something similar, I believe. He's got 200 bird, 175 LB. He's using equipped sword with no sword equipped. Okay, that's a typical Elmsmore build. He's just, you know, gearing it wrong. But I mean, you know, we love Elmsmore anyway. So let's go ahead and try it regardless. And if this doesn't quite work, I'll have to, like, unfriend Elmsmore and find someone better. But that's alright. So, I just talked to Elmsmore, too, and told him the build I needed. And we get the equipped sword with a fist. I love it. Alright. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and I guess we don't really need anything with Machina. We'll just fill the LB gauge. So Zenaida can LB and LB while Luna Freya does the water thing and the benevolence thing. Rem will just triple. We're going to do dagger boomerang. Don't forget, Rem is also imbued by Luna Freya, so it's helping out quite a bit. And then we'll do slot water. Alright, I suspect this might be a little bit laggy. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Okay, Elmsmore still worked for us, even though he got the build wrong. That's okay. We got there. Turn 1 victory. Let's do it. Alright. Time to jump to another one. See you guys in a moment. Alright guys, next up is going to be Scorn of the Venomous Vines. So we had to swap a little bit of things here. We're bringing Rena instead of Luna Freya for the Holy Imbue because water does not work on the vines. And we swapped Ace for Selfie, same reason water and earth doesn't work, so we need to bring Ace. So we're going to be doing a plant killing Zenaida this time. Plant killer and LB damage. We've got 230 LB, 250 plant. And we're taking Dreams, Ifrit Zenaida. I haven't actually inspected his gear yet. 125 plant, 275 LB. That's good enough. He's probably built for Beast Killer or something, I guess. I don't know. He's built for something. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's go. So, shout out to Tommy who built me a Zenaida for plant killing. Unfortunately, my own mistake, I forgot that the Vines is immune to water, so I brought Luna Freya, and that didn't work. And now Tommy's on cooldown. So we're grabbing Dreams instead. But I mean, it's still got 125 killer. I think we're going to be totally fine. We already know Cloud OTKs this fight, so Zenaida's going to OTK it times 5. This is like heavy power creep. But still, we're just going to all the trials and doing it, you know. Even though we know this is going to be an easy one-shot, we're still doing it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and imperil and kill with Machina. Rena will raise up Machina, and we'll do Fix Cloud for the Holy Imbue and Imperil. Go ahead and do some LBs here, and then Rem can triple. We'll just do Flying Daggers 3 times. Ace will just triple a Bolting Strike skill 3 times. And I really messed up that chain, but it didn't even matter. Yeah, I messed up that chain. It was fine though. It was fine. We still overkilled by a lot. Would have been a lot more if I had done the chain proper, but whatever. Alright. So we'll just go ahead. Oh, not LB. What am I doing? Let's summon Eidolon with Machina. We don't need to imperil. Rena can just Fix Cloud. Actually, Rena can give an attack buff to my guy and Fix Cloud. I don't think it really would have mattered, but it doesn't hurt. So we want AoE this time, so we're just going to double cast Chaos Wave Awakened AoE with Rem, and we're going to just natural dual wield Chaos Wave Awakened AoE with Ace for this to cap. Yeah, Ace's misdirection is AoE, for those that didn't know that. Okay, there we go. So we had a small hiccup there. I made some mistakes, but obviously it didn't matter in the slightest. We did 1 billion damage to the Vines. I think the Vines has like 300k hit points, or 300 million hit points. So we like overkilled them ×5 or something. Even with the mistakes. All right, there we go. Let me jump into the next one. See you in a second. Alright guys, we're going again. This time we're going to Sworn 8 of Palladia, which is a human trial, so we've adjusted Zenaida's gear again. This time we're going Human Killer, and I forgot to equip Storm Kickers. There we go. So we've got some Human Killer and LB damage. She's actually got some natural Human Killer, which is real nice. So we've got 275 human and 300%. We're at the cap for LB damage. Looking good. And then we're bringing Tom, who has pretty similar, looking like he's got, he's actually using Equipped Large Sword, and he's using a Large Sword. Look at that. 260 LB and 275 human. Alright. Let's give this a go. This one's a little bit longer because it's 4 stages. It's 4 stages, but, you know, it should be totally fine. We've got this. No problem. Once it loads. The loading is the longest part of these clears. So you can't break their defense or spirit, so all Machina is doing every single turn is just killing himself. Selfie will... we're just going to double with Selfie. We're going to do Slot Water twice. Rem is going to do... let's see. Actually, to keep up our mana, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have Selfie raise. We're going to do Water, Water... and Selfie will raise Machina, while Rem does double. We're gonna Boomerang, Boomerang, and Menalchemy to keep our MP up, because this is a longer fight. Let's go ahead and imbue Water and Benevolence, and then we can just Infinity Kicks with both of these. Wait for all this to finish. Let's go ahead and kill these off. That big drop kick at the end is awesome. Alright. Pretty much the same story here. We're just going to go ahead and kill them. Luna Freya do her thing. And let's go. Goodbye, enemies. Pretty good. Alright, so this one's a little bit trickier because we don't have, we can't use water here. So we're going to have Machina imperil and kill himself. We're going to do it on this guy up here. Let's see, Luna Freya will just do, let's see, Benevolence, and we're going to raise with her. Get these ready. Rem will triple chain. We're just gonna do non-elemental chaining with our Zenaidas. So we're gonna chain, I guess, Ice 3 times, and then Selfie will chain Earth. So she'll imperil Earth and chain Earth. All right. Let's go ahead and do our damage. So we're just gonna non-elemental cap with Zenaidas. It should still be fine, probably, hopefully. Oh yeah, not a problem at all. Alright, next up is the final fight. Pretty similar. Just gonna go ahead and pop it with him. We can go back to Water Imbue and buffing. And we can do our thing. Oh, I didn't change the Rem and Selfie back to water chaining. Not that it really matters. Boom! That big hit at the end is always awesome. Okay, there was the Veritas fight. So I guess that'll probably be it for now. Hopefully it's been enjoyable. We just turn one a bunch of stuff. Zenaida's kind of fun. Looking forward to Neo Visions when it makes these trials even more of a joke. See you guys next time.